Oh, they didn't hear anything because who was on mute the whole time? This girl. Welcome, YouTube. Welcome in. Welcome, Instagram. Let me introduce myself and share this out really quickly. And we'll get going. So, and what are we doing here? Okay, Flo, I just shared the link. So if you want to rave it, you can. And yada, yada, yada. So I'm Tara Priolo. I'm your resident white-facing biracial multi-passionate musician. I talk about the issues that nobody wants to talk about and push you to do the same. Y'all know that Saturdays are a day of rest in Love and Action Network, but I don't really take days off. I take time off, but I don't take days off. Okay. So I am volunteering to do Crown Chakra Day because I think it's an important day. So I will be running the Daily Boost today. We're going to dive into some Black liturgies. One that I haven't even read yet, but it started with a James Baldwin quote and I was intrigued before I got on here. Okay. So stick with me. And we will also be talking about, like I said, Crown Chakra. We'll be reading Melody Beatty. We'll be doing all of the normal things, just in a slightly more condensed fashion for Saturday. So I'm going to try to be out of here in 45 minutes or less, unless someone says something juicy in the comments or wants to come up and discuss with me. That's totally fine. Instagram, y'all know how to request. YouTube, I will catch y'all in the comments, which, speaking of which, let me make sure that I actually have that open for myself so that I can refer to comments. It's me. All right, there we are. We're good to go. So let's get started, folks, because we got a lot of stuff to go through. One thing I do want to say before we jump in here, y'all know it's Black History Month. Those of you that are on my Instagram, you have seen a couple of posts now of spotlights of people that isn't it though? I think I'm going to wear this shirt for maternity pictures. Dr. Flo is over here commenting that the baby bump is cute. Where is it going with that? Oh, so for Black History Month on my Spill the Beans, I am featuring Black people that are making history today. So I featured Adrienne Maree Brown, who we love in Love and Action. And I have also now featured, who did I do last time? Yesterday I did Ismatu. You'll see that on the feed next Thursday. And before that, I did Dr. Rosefinny Powell. Yes, Dr. Rosefinny Powell, who is one of my favorite Black composers. I sing a lot of their music. And if you want to check out one of her cycles, it is on my first album, Soliloquy. And you can support the second album, which should be coming up hopefully before baby is born, but it might be just after baby is born. You can support that album by purchasing Soliloquy at my links in bio. Okay, that's enough of that. Go to lovedandlovable.org, tarapriolo.com/links. I think we're through all the intros. Sounds good. Let's get going, shall we? What I was going to say about Black History Month was that y'all need to learn how to engage. Like, we had a whole conversation this morning about, they changed Instagram. This is not good. It's not good, folks. We had a conversation this morning about communication, and I have a real problem with the disconnect of connection and the expectation that biracial Black people, people of color, people of the global majority are going to just continue to educate one too many just because we feel like it, right? That is not the point. That's not the point for us. The point is trying to get you all to engage in something that is going to not only better our lives, but better your life. So I really need y'all to jump on board and engage. You can save, you can like, you can share, especially on Instagram and on YouTube. It's pretty anonymous to do those things. So do them. Go explore people's websites. That's anonymous. Give them traction. I don't know if you can tell over on Instagram, but I have a purple light today and I feel like my screen is not clean. That's better. Okay. So I'm encouraging the engagement because it helps you too. I think that's what y'all got to get through your heads, that it helps you too. Okay. Here we go. let us share this first post, which is we're going deep today, y'all. We're going deep today with Black liturgies. Y'all know that I love Black liturgies. I love that they share every day. I love how deep it takes us. I love the breathing. You can see on this post, if you are on YouTube, you can see that Rachel Cargill, who is one of my other favorite uh, activists and writers, is on here. And yes, anyway, so this one deals with pain. And I want y'all to just get your notebooks out and just be in this post with me for a minute. So I'll read it. I'll read it out loud. So the first slide. Are you sure, sweetheart, that you want to be well? Just so's you're sure, sweetheart, and ready to be healed? Because wholeness is no trifling matter. A lot of weight when you're well. It's by Tony Cade Bambara. I'm going to read that again. Are you sure, sweetheart, that you want to be well? Just so's you're sure, sweetheart, and ready to be healed. Because wholeness is no trifling matter. A lot of the weight when you're well. Takes effort to be whole. Takes effort to be healed. And it also takes want and willingness and openness. The next side says, this is what we were talking about this morning. Some of us don't know who we are when we are not in pain. You spent so much time proving your ache that it has become all you can remember. Healing is not erasure. Reacquaint yourself with the sight of your whole face. It's by Cole Arthur Riley. That's the person that runs this account. Also the person that has written 2 books that you can purchase on their account. Again, this is Black Liturgies for those of you over on Instagram. And I'll riff on this one, but I'm going to read it again, and then I'm going to try to get through it, and then I'll riff, and then I'll go back and read the second post of today. Some of us don't know who we are when we're not in pain. You've spent so much time proving your ache that it has become all you can remember. Healing is not erasure. Reacquaint yourself with the sight of your whole face. Here's the next slide. So used to being unwhole and unwell, one forgot what it was to walk upright and see clearly, breathe easily, think better than was taught, be better than one was programmed to believe. That's Tony Cade Bambara again. Oops, I clicked off of it. Here we go. Did this get... Oh, I went backwards. Hang on. Sorry, y'all. All right, next slide. I have been in sorrow's kitchen and licked out all the pots. Then I have stood on the peaky mountain wrapped in rainbows with a harp and a sword in my hands. That's Zora Neale Hurston. Okay, here's our breathing part, y'all. If you're in a space, I know y'all can breathe, but make sure you're in a comfortable space and not driving or something like that. You can breathe while you're driving, but just please continue to pay attention to the road, not me, okay? Inhale. I am more than my pain. Exhale. I won't be reduced. Inhale. I am more than my pain. Exhale. I won't be reduced. Here's the last slide, and then I'm going to go riff on another one. Inhale. I heal. Exhale. I remember. This time when you inhale, make sure you hold on to that breath and really feel that affirmation. Inhale. I heal. Where do you feel it in your body? Hold it there for a second. And exhale. I remember. I think we got to do that one more time. Inhale. I heal. Exhale. I remember. Right? Oops. Oops, y'all. Oops, y'all. Clicked off of it again. Those are good. Go back and find those. Maybe I'll drop them as a reel. That was a good one. Okay, so let's revisit. Let me riff for a second. Y'all know I said it was gonna be a short one, but I'm gonna pack it in. Okay, y'all know I pack a punch. I'm small but mighty. Okay, smallest person changes the course of the future. What y'all know the reference? Where that from? Put it in the comments. Y'all know the reference? I ain't gonna tell you until the end. You got a lot of time to think about it. Okay. All right. So some of us don't know who we are when we're not in pain. You've spent so much time proving your ache that it has become all you can remember. Healing is not erasure. Reacquaint yourself with the sight of your whole face. And what I want to point out here is the world that we're living in, right? And I think this has to do, like, why I'm thinking about this so much is Black History Month, is the world that we're living in, is Palestine, is Israel, is Congo, is Sudan, is Tigray, is Ethiopia, is Yemen, is all of these places, is that so many of us have walked through life being numb to pain because that's what we were taught. So many of us have been in constant suffering and not even known it because no one told us. They told us that that's how you're just supposed to feel. And I can assure you that on the other side of that, there's something better. There's something better than where you're sitting right now, struggling to make ends meet, struggling to figure out how to connect with people, struggling to figure out how to communicate, struggling to figure out your passion in life. If you cannot figure that out, the ways that you can make money, the ways that you can be passionate, the ways that you can heal, please check out Dr. Flo's Ikigai Primer over on YouTube. We are not taught that we are in pain. We are taught the normalization of pain. We are taught not to care, not to see, not to hold, not to grieve. We are conditioned to pain. And that's why so many people won't or can't move to healing. They can't see themselves as what true individuality is. It's not this fake, false face, false idol that is made under capitalism. It's different. The reason that y'all are attracted to certain people, but yet can't quite bring yourselves to believe everything that they say, or can't quite bring yourself to do what they're asking you to do, is because of capitalism, is because of supremacy, is because you have been conditioned to be in pain, and the way that they share their light makes you feel good, and that scares you. Healing is not erasure. Reacquaint yourself with the sight of your whole face. We don't have to live in pain and suffering. And we don't have to do it to each other. Okay? That's what I want you to remember from that. Let's go on to the next one. And this one is heavy on the blackness, y'all. So just buckle up. if you're not a person of color, this may be you may need to get out your notebooks and write down your feelings. Okay? Okay. The front page says, I'm done congratulating white people in power for saying precisely the same things that Black people in their midst have been saying for years. That's called white splaining, y'all. They are not brave. They are echoes. That's powerful. They are not brave. They are echoes. The next slide. I can't believe what you say because I see what you do. That's James Baldwin. It's James Baldwin. Next. White people feel like they own time and control history. That's by Brittany Cooper. Inhale. I know this sound. Exhale. I travel to its source. Ooh, that's yummy. Inhale. Hold it in. I know this sound. Exhale. I travel to its source. Inhale. I honor the sight of wisdom. Exhale. Ooh, child. I remember whose voices built it. Ah, inhale. I honor the sight of wisdom. Exhale. I remember whose voices built it. I remember whose voices built it. Y'all better not get me wound up today. Okay. Don't get me wound up today. All right. Listen, folks. Listen, Linda. Oh, stay in the call. We got to stay in the call. We got to stay in the call. I would like to stay in the call. Thank you. All right. Do it again. Do it again. Inhale. I honor the sight of wisdom. Exhale. I remember whose voices built it. I remember whose voices built it. Y'all, listen, I'm going to anecdote this for a second, okay? And I feel like I've talked about this before. I've talked about this before. We know that Black people are the blueprint for the literal entire world. Okay? Now, when my earballs, okay, these fancy things on the side of my heads, okay, my beautiful earballs, all right, hear music, hear classical music even that is, claimed to be so white dominated and so, these are all geniuses, Beethoven and Bach and Mozart. Okay, tell me why I can hear African rhythms. Tell me why I can hear African drumming. Tell me why I am moved more by the oral tradition of Sokambia Kamale than I am by Mozart and Bach and Beethoven, and it is because they are echoes. What were Bach and Beethoven and Mozart and on hearing on the streets as the world became globalized? What did they echo? I'm done congratulating white people in power for saying precisely the same things that Black people in their midst have been saying for years. I am done congratulating dead white people for simply hearing and writing down. They are echoes. I remember whose voices built it. I remember. I travel to its source. I travel to its source. Y'all remember what they told you when you first learned how to research in school? That first research paper that you wrote, right? You got to ask the 4 W's, the 5 W's, whatever. What, when, how, why. Did I miss one? Where, right? You should do that always. Why is this person saying this? Where did this person get this? What is the source? I travel to its source. We got to move on, folks. But that's a deep one. If I remember, I'll go link these in the description for you all. But if you go to Black Liturgies, you'll find them. You'll find them. All right. Now that I took you deep, there's a joke in there somewhere. Let's raise it up. Let's raise it up. Y'all know where we're going. Y'all know this routine by now. And y'all let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. Okay? What? What? Oh, this is Tara. This is wrong in the document. Anyway, okay. We're lifting up into the crown chakra. Into the crown chakra, my friends. I do not want these on anymore. Okay, so we have spent this whole week of love, folks. This whole week focused on love. This whole week knowing love. This whole week learning love. This whole week giving love. This whole week putting love in action. Moving through the chakras as we always do. We start in the root. We move to the sacral. We move to the solar plexus. We move to the heart. Wearing the heart color today. Throat chakra, and then the third eye chakra. And on Saturdays, we really move up into the tippy top. We move up into that crown, the top of your dome. All right. Those of you out there that aren't singing fully in your mask, which is not where you should be singing, but those of you out there that sing high notes, you probably feel your high notes somewhere in your crown. You know why you feel them in your crown? Because it's the highest point of your body. And you're releasing a high frequency. Okay, so let's talk about this crown. It is connection with your spirit. From the rooter to the tutor child, from the top of the head, from the top of the dome, all the way down to your tootsies, right? Because we ground ourselves on Saturday. And it's still connected, right? It doesn't pull you out. It doesn't pull your spirit out, right? And have some kind of abyss out here where the crown chakra lives. It lives here, right? It's a connection. It's the connection of the whole body, right? How can you make that whole? How can you connect to its source? How can you remember whose voice built your crown? That's a good question for the chat. Whose voice builds your crown? Whose voice builds your crown? All right. Purple is the color of the day. As I said, my ring light over here, which you can't really see, but I think if I lean in a little close, you might be able to tell that the purple, my ring light is on purple today. It's on lilac, in fact, not a deep purple, a light purple. All right. And purple, so look around your rooms, find some purple. I'm not wearing any today, so I'm so sorry you cannot find it on me. But I'm sure you can find some purple in your room. And if you don't have purple in your room, I just don't know what to tell you. Why aren't you using that color in your life? Okay, because purple is the color of wisdom, tranquility, intuition, royalty, respect, regality, and important figure energy. It's royalty, baby. Like the sources and like the voices that built it. Right? To connect with your crown chakra, you can use foods such as fresh air, sunlight, nature, and water. Y'all get your water. Get your water. Get it out. Take a swallow. I lost my sheet. Here we go. Grab. See, I got my water. Oh, got my water. A sip. Okay. It's sunny outside today. It's still snow covered, but that's okay. Get some fresh air today. Don't worry, we're getting to the affirmation. Y'all hang on, because I know this chat is going to be litty titty. Okay? I know. All right. When you are imbalanced in your crown chakra, there's an enemy of thoughts. You're overwhelmed by your thoughts. You're uncomfortable with higher power, whatever that is to you, y'all. That doesn't have to be Sky Daddy, okay? You're anxious, you're fearful, you're depressed, and you're unsatisfied. We joke about this often in Love and Action Network about the unsatisfaction of where we are. And I think I talked about this last time, but just be careful that, you can have some unsatisfaction in where you are right at this moment, or be frustrated that you're not moving fast enough. I don't believe that necessarily means you're imbalanced, because you're still moving. But if you're sitting and you're mooing and you're saying, oh, gosh, I just wish that my life was different, and you're not doing anything about it, then you're imbalanced, right? If you're fearful of everything, to point to the pain earlier, fearful of actually being healed, fearful of living your life in wholeness, fearful of healing, fearful that you weren't the original creator, fearful of your own power. You got to find that, right? Thoughts become things. And if you think them enough, then they become beliefs. So know its source. Are those thoughts true? Are those beliefs true? How do you know? How do you know? How do you know? If you are aligned in your crown chakra, you are blissful, you are whole, you reflect divinity, you can see the beauty in the world, and you are optimistic. And I would say that you align with joy being the revolution. You can put your love in action. You don't got to be happy-go-lucky, right? You don't got to be toxic positive, but you can see the beauty in everything. You can see the potential for goodness. You can see the potential for delight. You can see the potential for serendipity. So while things might go wrong, there's an ability to see beyond. An obsession, in fact, of seeing beyond the terror and the trauma and the horrors. Right? I skipped one thing. If you guys are into crystals, I am not, but if you are into crystals, you can grab yourself some selenite, labradorite, moonstone, amethyst, or clear quartz. Those can help you align in your crown chakra. All right, I know we're waiting. The affirmation of crown chakra, and I want to challenge y'all to center this in love about yourself as well. The affirmation is I understand or I know. I understand or I know. So pop into the comments. I'll read them in a second. I'll list some of mine. I understand or I know. That's what you're going to start your sentence with. I know love. I understand being lovable. I know how to use joy as a weapon. I know how to lift voices. I know how to tap into my inherent power. I know what to say. I know how to embody. I know how to be authentic. I know how to be open. What are some of yours? I know. Right? I know. Hi, Val. Nice to see you. I know. I gotta fix that typo. It's been bothering me all day. Okay, folks, we got 15 minutes, and y'all know how Melody slaps us over the head. So just buckle your seatbelts, folks. Buckle your seatbelts. We got to go find the Melody. She fell. She fell, child. She fell. Hang on. We got to find the Melody. Here's the Melody. All right. Y'all know we read 52 Weeks of Conscious Contact daily at Love in Action Network. This book is connected to Alcoholics Anonymous and Emotions Anonymous and is written by a lovely lady. And we use it for educational purposes inside of Love in Action Network to help assist us in healing. This week's theme, every week has a theme, and we are in week 7. We are almost done with week 7, is gratitude, which we love here. I mean, I drop the word love a lot. Y'all hearing this? Is the week of love conclusion. We love this. All right. We love it. So this week's theme has been gratitude. We've been talking about gratitude. The CEO lives in an attitude of gratitude. Okay, y'all. Dr. Flo, that is what he do. Okay. Or at least tries his best to. And this one's short, y'all. It's short. Let's see if it gets anybody today. Let's see if anybody cries today. Might be Tara. We'll see. Okay. So grab your notebooks, grab your notes app, grab whatever, and buckle up. Buckle up. Okay. Buckle up. Here we go. From Melody. See how powerful thank you is? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. See how powerful thank you is? The magic isn't somewhere else. Oh, y'all, Melody gets it. Listen, every time. The magic isn't somewhere else. It's where you are right now. Did you know that you can create magic right now in this moment? Did you know it? Did you know that about yourself? Did you know that you are so powerful that you can think something and create it? And then you can say thank you to yourself? Did you know it's not somewhere out there? It's not somebody else's voice that you're pulling in. It's not somebody else's ideas that you're pulling in. It's not somebody else's book that you're reading. It's not any of these things. Did you know that you can create magic right now in front of you in the face of everything? Did you know? Did you know you can be beyond the pain, beyond the suffering? Did you know that you can lift into your crown and know? Do you know how powerful thank you is? Y'all, I got a challenge for you. I got a challenge for you. I want you to write thank you on something or somewhere where you will see it the minute that you wake up in the morning. So when you roll over and you see thank you, thank you, why don't you say it in a bunch of different ways? And I want you to figure out what you're saying thank you for and who you're saying it to. Thank you for my very full life. Thank you. All right. The prayer was literally what I just said. I didn't read it yet, y'all, but I just said it. I just said it. The prayer is thank you for my life. Thank you. Thank you for my life. My whole life. My whole life and a half. Thank you, me, for my life. Thank you, self, for my life. All right, let's wrap this up, folks. Let's wrap it up. Next week, week 8 in Love and Action Network with 52 weeks of conscious contact with Melody Beattie. The theme of the week is prayer. The theme of the week is prayer. And just a reminder here that all are welcome at Love and Action Network. We do not believe in one religion. We do not believe in one God. We do not believe in one spirit. We do not believe in one higher power. All are welcome here. So as we talk about prayer next week, don't feel like there isn't a place for you, because there is. Because there is. Now I'm going to pull up here on this very special old YouTubey tube. I'm going to share my screen again. All right, folks, so we can get the events ready. All right. Maybe we can do that. There it is. Got too many tabs open. Okay. If you go to lovedandlovable.org, which is now up on your screens on YouTube, you can see by scrolling down a full list of events. So you can see on Saturdays, we don't have much. It's a day of rest. We don't do a whole lot, but rest actively and lovingly. But tomorrow on Sundays, we have Concerts of Hope with Dr. Flo at 10 a.m. Eastern. Usually that's a worship session. These are shorter sessions. Donos for all of this. We are a donation-based organization right now. So for all of this are never expected, but always appreciated. And you can find that on that same website for how to donate. Then at 1:30, we have Waiting to Exhale, a venting space, okay? And also where we're going to, hi, Chantel. Hi, Jupiter. Love you. Okay, so anyway, Waiting to Exhale is a venting space, but it will also be doubling as the daily boost tomorrow. So we'll be introducing the first day one of the Beattie of the prayer, okay? It should be a wonderful space that's hosted with a couple of our other admins, Poppy Wata and Starlight over. I don't actually know where that's going to be, so I'm going to hold that off. y'all, they'll announce it. As we move through the week, we get Dr. Flo back on Monday and Tuesday at 12 p.m. No problem. At 12 p.m. Eastern for daily boosts. And then we have a late night sax taping on Tuesday at 7:45. Let us know what you want us to talk about there. Also, Tuesday, that's not on the calendar, that we'll have to get on the calendar. Hello, Starlight. We're going to have to get it on the calendar. We have a masterclass on Tuesday at 7:45. 7:45 p.m. This one is going to be on Deconstruction Junction. Y'all let us know your questions, okay? Let us know your questions about activism. Let us know your questions about capitalism. Let us know your questions about supremacy. Let us know what we can answer for you. Let us know why it's hard for you to be an advocate. Let us know why it's hard for you to be an activist. Let us know these things, okay? Put in the comments. You're going to see some posting from me today on my Instagram. I will tag Dr. Flo, but we will be doing that masterclass together. Wednesday, I'm back with Heart Chakra Day, and then there's a Concert of Hope and a Waiting to Exhale. Thursday, we have a daily boost with our friend Lotta Snacks over on YouTube and Twitch. And Friday, the same thing. And again, y'all are seeing this on the YouTube, so I'm not going to explain it too much. Friday, also, we have a Waiting to Exhale, and I believe that Starlight has a special event again planned for us, but that might be 2 weeks. That might be 2 weeks out. That might be the March 1st. I might be wrong. Okay, Deconstruction Junction is a great space for you. I'll send you the link. I'll send you the link. I don't know if the time will work for you, but I'll send you the link. And we understand that here. Love and Action Network, listen, Love and Action Network, we heal from the things. Okay. So that's the week. That's next week in Love and Action Network. Obviously, there are always pop-up events. Stay tuned to your Bigo. Stay tuned to your Instagram feeds, your TikTok feeds, your Facebook feeds. We are moving. We are launching. We are moving towards 501c3 status. We are moving towards in-person concerts of hope, in-person benefit concerts. The Love Experience is going on tour this year, y'all. 2024, it's going on tour. Okay. Come hell or high water, it's going on tour. Dr. Flo has openings in his studio, particularly on Thursdays. If you are interested in signing up for voice lessons with him, as you all know, I will be going on maternity leave sooner rather than later. So I am not necessarily taking on long-term students, but if you have something that you can convince me will be short-term, like an audition coming up, then I'm happy to help you. Or I have some other things. So you can check me out at tarapriolo.com/links. Again, you can check out Love and Action Network at lovedandlovable.org and join us in the Telegram chats. Join us on the online chats where we're just shooting the shit. Okay. And hopefully we will see you around. We would love to delve deeper with each and every one of you that this comes across. Okay. Love y'all hardcore, as I say. Wait, let me close this properly. She has an outro. What am I doing here? She has an outro. Continue to be anti-racist. Be safe. Wear a mask. Do good work. Make good trouble. Y'all know how to make trouble, okay? Turn it into good trouble. Turn it into good trouble. I love y'all hardcore, and I will see you next time.